Hello guys and welcome, it is ThatSrb2DUDE here today, bringing you yet another Splatoon 2 video. Now today we are going to be doing a weapon analysis on the Blaster. Now the Blaster is a much more trickier weapon since its transfer over to Splatoon 2. At this point in time there are two variants of the Blaster, one that has Toxic Mist and Splashdown, and the custom Blaster that has Autobomb and Inkjet. The damage that can be produced by a blaster can vary from 25% to 125. 25% if it's a partial hit, a minimum of 50 and a maximum of 70 if it's a radius hit, and 125 if it's a direct hit. With all these statistics, the average kill time for a blaster would be 2 hit kills, unless you're able to consistently get direct hits with this weapon. As I said before, the transfer from Splatoon 1 to Splatoon 2 has been pretty bad for blasters, and this is due to the jump accuracy being much more random than ever before. To give you a few tips in avoiding being inaccurate with this weapon, I would say that you would want to avoid shooting at the very peak of a jump. This is where the blaster is the most inaccurate. The times you really want to shoot if you do jump with this weapon is when you are descending. The reason for this is because the weapon spread gets more accurate as you fall down. You would also want to just try to avoid jumping in most situations, in my opinion. So if you're able to just get in tune with a playstyle that doesn't require you to jump so much with a blaster, then I honestly feel that you can still do really well with it. It kind of seems that the developers want us to play in this way. By deliberately making the jump accuracy for this weapon much more inaccurate, we are forced to stay on the ground for accuracy. Now let's talk about the two kits that the blaster has, one with Toxic Mist and Splashdown. How you would want to use this variant of the blaster is by using your Toxic Mist to all hell. You would use this sub-weapon to slow down your enemies to make it easier for you to secure a 2-shot kill or a direct hit. You could also combo this with your Splashdown as well. By throwing a Toxic Mist at someone to slow them down will allow you to actually get into that position faster and then have enough time to splash down right after. You could also use the sub and special weapon defensively as well. Considering the blaster isn't the greatest weapon in high pressure situations, as each shot gives you a slight amount of delay, when needing to defend yourself you can throw your Toxic Mist in front of you, then make a run for it, or if your opponent gets too close you can use your Splashdown to give you some ground. With the custom blaster, it has Autobomb and Inkjet. Now again, this blaster is somewhat played in the same way, as you kind of want to use your sub weapon to your advantage. Using the Autobomb to force your opponents to run away maniacally in very odd situations can be a way to lure your opponents closer to you or make them distracted by running away. This can make it easier to get 2-shot kills onto your opponents as they'll be more distracted by the bomb than yourself. Inkjet definitely helps this weapon as well at very long ranges. As the blaster isn't a long range weapon, using the Inkjet can be very helpful when going against targets at longer range. Considering these two blasters benefit a bunch from their sub weapon, I would recommend putting some Ink Saver sub onto this weapon. I would also recommend putting swim speed and bomb defense on this weapon. Bomb defense so that you are more sturdy against bombs when shooting, because the delay time can make you very vulnerable, and swim speed to help you swim up to your targets much easier. As I said before, you aren't going to be jumping as much as you were in Splatoon 1, so you're more likely to spend more time within the ink, which will make swim speed very helpful. In conclusion, the blaster is a very solid close-range weapon when attacking. If you're able to adopt a good rhythm when shooting at people, you should have no problem with this. Its major downfall is ink coverage, as you probably could tell. One thing I also want to add is that the efficiency for the blaster isn't that great either. You only have 10 shots from a full tank, so you really need to be careful about ink consumption when using this. It shouldn't be too much of a problem considering most of your time will be within the ink. However, it may catch some people off guard. So that will be all from me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please, if you did, please like, favorite, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch, both in the description below. Do it for both if you're feeling generous. And as always guys, this has been ThatSrb2DUDE, and I shall see you guys in another video.